Alright, let's dive into what's going on with Yuji in the Shinjuku Showdown arc of Jujutsu Kaisen. Yuji has shown incredible development throughout the series, proving himself to be one of the strongest characters. Even though the current focus is on the intense battle between Yuta and Sukuna, Yuji's strength and potential haven't diminished. Yuji has a new power called the Shrine Curse Technique, which he hasn't fully utilized yet. So far, he hasn't landed any significant hits with this new ability, but that's likely to change soon. Yuji will undoubtedly find ways to master and properly use his Shrine Technique in upcoming battles. There's also speculation that Yuji might develop his own domain expansion. If he does, it's expected to be unique and different from Sukuna's version. Anyway, before we begin, please press the like button, and please subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any daily uploads. Now, let's begin. Recently, he awakened the Shrine Cursed Technique. This happened before Yuta arrived on the battlefield using Gojo's body to fight Sukuna. Initially, Yuji was handling Sukuna on his own. During this intense fight, Yuji executed several black flashes consecutively, which significantly weakened Sukuna. These powerful strikes didn't defeat Sukuna, nor did they allow Yuji to finish him off. However, their true importance was in helping Yuji unlock his hidden potential. The black flashes helped Yuji tap into a new level of power, revealing a cursed technique that had been latent within him. Beneath the scattering sparks of black, Itadori Yuji awakens. He finally accessed the power of the shrine, manifesting a technique similar to Sukuna's. This development caught Sukuna by surprise, even though he had suspected it might happen. Gojo had mentioned earlier in the series that Yuji would likely learn Sukuna's cursed technique eventually. This prediction was based on the idea that Sukuna's power would seep into Yuji's body, granting him access to all of Sukuna's abilities and making him incredibly powerful. So far, he's used Shrine a couple of times. Once to chop a pillar and another time when he tried to grab Sukuna's foot and used the technique against him. However, he wasn't successful in that attempt. Basically, the only real success he's had with this power was cutting a pillar in half, which didn't have much impact overall. This tells us that there's a lot more to come from Yuji with this technique. It wouldn't make sense for the author to introduce such a powerful ability and not have Yuji use it effectively in the future. Now, Sukuna has two main slashing attacks: Dismantle, which is the default slash, and Cleave, which he can adjust based on the target's toughness and cursed energy levels to cut them down in one go. Since Yuji has started to awaken Sukuna's powers, it's likely we'll see him mastering these techniques and using them in new and significant ways as the story progresses. It's been pretty odd, to be honest. Yuji awakens this powerful shrine technique, but then he barely uses it in combat. Instead, the focus shifts to someone else. This might seem strange, but it's not the end of the road for Yuji. There's still a lot of potential for his character, and we might even see him unlock a domain expansion. Now, it's likely that Yuji will face Sukuna again. Even though Yuta is strong, he's not going to be the one to ultimately defeat Sukuna. Yuta isn't as powerful as Gojo and can't use techniques with the same efficiency. Plus, Yuta has a strict 5-minute time limit. After those 5 minutes, it's unclear what will happen to him. This means Yuji, possibly along with Todo, will probably have to step back into the fight. So while it may seem weird now, there's a bigger plan in place. Yuta's domain will eventually fall, and when it does, Yuji will step back into the battle. This sets up the possibility of another showdown between Yuji and Sukuna. Fans know that Yuji has witnessed Sukuna using domain expansion while Sukuna was in his body. This means that this powerful technique is also ingrained in Yuji, and he will likely use it at some point. When we compare Yuji's shrine to Sukuna's, there are noticeable differences that fans have already picked up on. Sukuna's shrine is designed to be extremely dangerous and ruthless. It has the capability to destroy anything and everything that comes into its path, driven by Sukuna's complete disregard for whatever stands before him. On the other hand, Yuji's version of the shrine operates quite differently. When Yuji intends to cut something, he marks it with a scissor symbol first, ensuring that only the intended target is affected by the cut. This approach significantly enhances the safety of Yuji's shrine compared to Sukuna's. Moreover, when it comes to domain expansion, Yuji's technique will follow distinct rules that set it apart from Sukuna's manifestation. Sukuna himself explains that these differences stem from various factors, including the era in which these techniques emerged and the unique traits of the users themselves. As a result, fans can anticipate a markedly different rendition of the Malevolent Shrine. For instance, YUJI'S domain expansion is likely to adopt an open barrier configuration, a detail enthusiasts should bear in mind as they delve deeper into the series. Sukuna has engraved his domain expansion into his body, allowing him to use it effectively in battle or with enough training. YUJI'S domain expansion, however, will be quite different. Unlike Sukuna's, YUJI'S technique allows him to cut only what he wants to cut, making it a safer version of the shrine. YUJI might be able to mark specific targets or everything within his range, then unleash precise scissor-like slashes at those targets. This unique approach would let YUJI showcase his creativity, differentiating his domain expansion from Sukuna's. If YUJI had the same domain expansion as Sukuna, it would feel unoriginal. Instead, it's exciting to think about how YUJI might find new ways to use his ability, potentially surprising even Sukuna, the King of Curses. Towards the end of JJK Chapter 257, it was confirmed that YUJI has the same potential as Sukuna. Sukuna himself remarked on YUJI'S efforts to reach his level. But what's even more surprising is that the editor confirmed YUJI isn't just aiming to match Sukuna, but to surpass him. This revelation thrilled fans, especially when they saw YUJI finally gaining the upper hand in battle. It was an unexpected turn. From this point on, fans can expect YUJI to grow stronger with each chapter. The editor's confirmation about YUJI'S goal to surpass Sukuna reassures readers that YUJI will achieve this by the end of the arc. Initially, many fans thought Sukuna would win the Shinjuku Showdown. However, it now seems likely that YUJI and the other sorcerers will emerge victorious. YUJI is on track to become the strongest sorcerer thanks to his two techniques and his ability to hit black flashes almost at will. Moreover, fans should keep in mind that YUJI might awaken a powerful domain expansion. This would not only bring him to Sukuna's level, but potentially make him the strongest sorcerer in history. There is also speculation that YUJI could manifest more than one domain expansion. While this is uncommon in the series, YUJI'S unique abilities might make it possible. He has two curse techniques and could master both, potentially developing a blood domain and some version of Malevolent Shrine. With such powers, it's no surprise that YUJI has the potential to reach incredibly high levels as a sorcerer. YUJI'S ability to hit black flashes at will, combined with his potential domain expansions, positions him to be the strongest sorcerer by far when he reaches his peak. YUJI'S battle against Sukuna is just the first step towards this goal. From here, he will continue to grow stronger, a development that has fans eagerly anticipating what's next. Anyway, please tell me your thoughts in the comments below, and please subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any daily uploads.